The upcoming season of Bluey will have the huge task of revealing the name of the Blue Pup's child who appeared in the last episode. But what if I told you that the new season is not going to show just one, but two of Bluey's kids? Would you believe it? Well, there are plenty of clues pointing to the fact that her future family might be even bigger. Surprise! One thing that seems to run in the Healer family is having more than one pup. Just look at Uncle Stripe and Trixie, who had Muffin and Socks. Bluey's maternal grandmother had both Brandy and Chili. And if we look at the other side of the family, Nana Healer has 3 kids. And that's when things get really interesting. It makes us think there's a good chance that Bluey and her husband, who we still don't know for sure, won't just have one adorable pup, but maybe 2, or even 3. In the episode Surprise, it starts with Bandit wanting to watch a race while both daughters are super eager to play in their own unique ways. He even tries to stall the game, but no way! Bingo wants to play Having Babies, while Bluey's game is Surprise, which means hiding and throwing little balls like a futuristic robot ninja. All pretty normal stuff, considering the Healer family is famous for their imaginative games. Everyone originally thought the episode's title referred to the game, but that wasn't the only surprise. At the end, the real shock came for the fans, with the reveal of adult Bluey and her child. Check out that scene closely. It shows some pretty cool details from this new stage in the life of Bandit's oldest daughter. For example, the car parked outside her parents' house and her son hiding at the front entrance, just like she used to do as a kid. This sparked a ton of fan questions, and now everyone's eagerly waiting for the new episodes to explain this next chapter, where the main character is an adult with a family of her own. We've put together some theories that might explain how many kids Bluey has, or will have, and what their possible names could be. So come along with us as we dive even deeper into the secrets of this amazing Bluey universe. Grown-up Bluey. But hold on, let's take it step by step. There are a lot of details to break down. Starting with Bluey as a grown-up, we can already notice changes in her appearance aside from the obvious aging. Her new haircut is kind of similar to her Aunt Brandy's, but if you look closely, you'll spot some gray fur on both sides of her head. But here's the thing. Bandit, who's clearly older, has just about the same amount of white fur. So if that's due to age, could it be a mistake? Well, we don't think it's an error. We believe those gray hairs are stress-related. Maybe from work or from raising multiple kids. That's right, kids, plural. Another thing to keep in mind is that even after getting older, Bandit still has pretty much the same amount of gray fur as before. That probably means he kept working, while his daughters grew up and needed less direct care. On top of that, Chili never really had much gray fur. And that could be because Bandit was the one spending more time with the kids. He does have the more flexible job, after all. There are several moments where we see Bingo's mom going to work, while Bandit stays at home with the girls. All of this points to Bluey having a lot of stress in her adult life. So chances are, her family is a bit bigger, with 2, maybe even 3 pups. Just imagine if they all have her level of energy, the house would be total chaos. If you're excited to find out more about this new chapter in Bluey's life, drop a comment below saying, "Grown up!" Where is it? At the end of the episode, we only see one child on screen, which left many fans feeling curious and full of questions. After all, where's the other child that was hinted at? And more importantly, why did Bandit shut the door so suddenly? Could it be that he didn't even know about his grandson? That small gesture opened the door, pun intended, for lots of theories among fans who closely follow the show. When Bluey arrives, Chili also looks genuinely surprised. It wasn't the kind of welcome you give when you're expecting a planned visit. That might mean she really didn't know her oldest daughter was coming by. And more than that, maybe Bluey lives in another city, or even another country, far from her family. Her unexpected arrival could have been a surprise visit, or even a permanent move back to Brisbane. The emotion of reuniting with her mom and stepping back into her childhood home brought up a lot of feelings, but also some mysteries. The fact that Bluey showed up with only one child makes the questions even more intense. Why did only one of them appear? The most likely answer is that the other child was just somewhere else at the time. Maybe they were at school, busy with their usual routine, or spending time with their dad. Considering that the Bluey series rarely shows baby characters, years, it's hard to imagine the second child being too little. It's more likely that the other child is older, which would explain why they didn't come along for the visit. Maybe they were at school, on a field trip, or simply couldn't make it this time. But there's another intriguing detail: Bandit's reaction as he closes the door. Was it just a regular gesture, or is there more to it? Some fans believe he was holding back a deeper emotion, maybe even surprise or shock at meeting his grandson for the first time. Or maybe he didn't know Bluey was bringing the child, which could explain the slight hesitation before he shut the door. No matter what the theories are, all of this adds to the mystery around Bluey's future life and what's been going on with the rest of the family. What we do know is that her arrival, along with her son, was a big deal for Chili and Bandit. It stirred up the family dynamic and reignited bonds that may have grown distant over time. And what about the other son or daughter? If the show sticks to its traditions, it's likely that we'll see them in a future episode, maybe in a school setting, or a family get-together. Who knows? Maybe on the next visit, or during a scene showing more of adult Bluey's daily life as a mom. Possible names! Now here's something to think about. In this new phase of Bluey's life with her own family, what could her pups' names be? If you're a Bluey fan, you already know. Every character's name is based on a dog breed, a color, an object, or even food, so it would totally make sense for her kids' names to follow the same trend. One popular guess is Billy, which not only starts with the same letter as Bluey, but could also show a connection to her legacy. And what if the name is Benny? A lot of fans think that would be the perfect fit for a calm, dreamy character who loves nature and adventures, kind of like Mackenzie. But it doesn't stop there. What if instead of two boys, Bluey had a boy and a girl? That would actually be pretty different from what we usually see in the Healer family, and it would be super fun to watch their interactions. So what would the daughter's name be? One of the top picks among fans is Roxy, which honestly fits so well with the character we see at the end of the surprise episode. All of this just goes to show how much Bluey has become a part of people's lives and how fans have grown up alongside her. It's not just a cartoon, it's a story about family, friendship, and love that connects across generations. And now for the big question. What names would you pick for Bluey's pups? Who knows? Your ideas might even inspire the next big fan theory. And now's the perfect time. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way, you won't miss a single video from the world of the most fun little blue dog around, Bluey's husband. With everything we've talked about, one big question still stands. Who is Bluey's husband? Fans are divided. Some ship the blue pup with her best friend Mackenzie, while others root for her camp buddy, Jean-Luc. We already know that in the future, she becomes a mom, as we saw at the end of the last episode, but so far, the show hasn't revealed who the father of her kids is or who Bluey built her family with. And that's opened up a lot of debate and speculation among fans. As we mentioned earlier, throughout the seasons, there have been two characters who stayed super close to Bluey and quickly became fan favorite picks for a possible future romance: Mackenzie and Jean-Luc. Both of them share strong bonds of friendship and loyalty with Bandit's daughter, but in very different ways. Mackenzie has been her childhood friend, always loyal and present, someone who stood by her side during tons of adventures and moments of growth, like the time they played boats together. On the other hand, Jean-Luc is the friend who left a lasting mark on Bluey's heart, even from afar. Their bond started during a vacation in the episode Camping, and it stayed with her as a sweet, unfinished memory. At the end of that same episode, Bluey goes back to the place where she planted a tree with Jean-Luc, and she finally gets to see the friend she never really got to say goodbye to. A lot of fans believe Jean-Luc came back into Bluey's life later on, turning that childhood friendship into a real love story. But the truth is, the show hasn't given us that answer yet. At least, not for now. Marriage. And there's more. How did this love story even begin? The series has always done such a great job showing Bluey and Bingo growing up, but it's never given us any real clues about Bluey's teenage or adult years, let alone how she fell in love. And honestly, it would be so emotional and totally deserved for all the fans who've been with her since day one if we got at least one episode dedicated to that part of her story. Just imagine seeing Bluey go through her first love, dealing with the nerves, excitement, and discoveries that come with starting a relationship. It would be a gift for everyone who's grown up with her. For now, fans are left to imagine, to hope, and to keep crafting their own theories. But there's still hope that one day, Bluey will share that long-awaited love story with us. So, what do you think? Was Bluey's true love Mackenzie? Or are you Team Jean-Luc? Getting to follow this new chapter in Bluey's life would be amazing, because it shows that the series still has so many stories to tell, and that we can keep looking forward to fun and emotional moments just like we've always had with the Healer family. If you love the world of Bluey, we've got 2 awesome videos you're definitely going to want to check out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.